In our very last video that I recorded about 30 seconds ago, we talked about your immediate family, but now I'm going to take you through an extension of that, and we're going to talk about your extended family and some of those friends that you're out there looking for unique gift ideas for. Hello Automators, thanks for tuning in again. I'm Brian from Automate Your Life, and today I'm going to take the frustration out of automation and the frustration out of gift giving here for that extended family and some of your friends. Now, I think we have to start with grandma and grandpa, and one of the things that I think every grandma and grandpa want to be able to do is talk to their grandchildren. And sure, you can go ahead and you can use cell phones, but that has to kind of be a targeted moment, and things really have to be planned out for that. But the Google Smart Displays and the Amazon Smart Displays really give another level. And whether you pick Amazon or Google, I don't think it really matters at this point. Although I will say that some of the duo audio and video calling capabilities really help outside of the US. So you might want to look into Google a little bit on that side. Now, why this is so powerful is because grandma can actually call the kid directly if you set this up right. And I think this is really important in general. And on the flip side, the kid can call grandma and grandpa directly. So what I've done in my smart home is I've given my child a Google Nest Hub so they don't have the camera access, but I have given them some phone numbers of the people that they want to be able to call. Or they can just say duo audio call grandma and grandpa, and that will allow them to make those phone calls and have those conversations. So this is a great option. Now, in the public spaces in your home, I think it's okay to then go out and look at a Lenovo Smart Display, which has the camera option, and the Google Nest Hub Max, or the Amazon Echo Show series of products, especially that little Echo Show 5 or the new Echo Show 8, which has the full blinder switch capability to turn off that camera. So those capabilities are really important, and this gives you the ability to make those duo video calls only in a public space so that you know nobody's calling anybody they shouldn't. And while we're on the topic of grandma and grandpa, and really our parents, because that's who we're talking about here, and you know, this comes from some personal experience here, and I've made this recommendation a couple of times, having seen what's been going on with a number of family members and friends, a little bit older friends. I really think that some of that health and fitness monitoring capabilities within the smartwatches have really come to a point where we can utilize those to help our parents here. So, you know, the Apple Watch Series 5 is a really easy example of something that grandma and grandpa can use, especially if they're iPhone users. They can wear that and get a little bit of that health data, and especially the ECG function there to kind of monitor their heart and know if something's kind of going off there. So really great gift idea, I think, there, and it's finally hit the point where I want to recommend it for grandma and grandpa. Something that looks very different, I think, is the IKEA Symphony speakers. And if you have, say, a brother or a sister, or grandma and grandpa, again, you know, they love different looking things, they're kind of eclectic, or they already have some Sonos devices in their home. These IKEA Symphony are actually Sonos internal speakers, and you can get the version that is the table lamp, which is very, very different looking, kind of fun, and then the bookshelf speaker, or the bookshelf type with the speaker inside, which I think is a great option in a lot of cases, especially being that AirPlay 2 capable. Gives a lot of options for multimedia. So now, as we move into talking about some of our friends, I think it's important to kind of have a range there of different products. So kind of at the lower end of just giving little gifts to friends that you know, but you don't necessarily want to get a big gift for. I've done this a few times already. The little Wise cams are a great $20 option to kind of bring someone into the security or the smart home camera space. It's a great entry product, and especially if they're the kind of guy, for example, who likes to tinker, who likes to play a little bit, then they're really going to enjoy those Wise cams for $20. They're going to be able to play a little bit and also get a little bit of benefit out of the security features of that camera. And I really feel the same way about the SwitchBot buttons. Now, you've seen them a couple of times on the channel here, but SwitchBot continues to impress. They have now integration with Samsung SmartThings just a few days ago here. The SwitchBot curtain is a Kickstarter, but a very impressive, interesting device. And I just saw a SwitchBot humidifier. So there is a ton coming out from that company, and those little buttons for $20, you have to have a hub. So you got to think about that. Maybe you get the hub mini for them as well. But those little SwitchBot buttons allow you to automate things that you wouldn't normally be able to automate, like fans and switches, things that you don't have to go into. So this is kind of again, an easy entry point into the smart home space that doesn't cause them to go and change their home. And moving up the list, if you have someone who's already bought into the Google or the Amazon ecosystem here of their smart speakers, there is definitely nothing wrong with going out, getting an Echo Dot 3rd generation. Make sure it's the 3rd generation for a lot of people, and the new Nest Mini. That's the 2nd generation of the Google Home Mini. And if you just go out there, especially right now with, I've seen a deal around $19. It didn't matter whether it was Google Home Mini or the Nest Mini. I saw that pricing out there. You could get a couple of those for any of those people. Now, if you want to move up a little bit, get them something a little bit nicer, the smart displays, the budget smart displays for the Echo Show 5 or the Google Nest Hub, those are great options. If they don't already have a Fire TV stick, and there are so many people, I'm recommending the Fire TV sticks too right now because of the ease of use. It's a great entry point as well. But if they already have Amazon Echo devices within their home, they can go and create a home theater stereo group, actually, a couple of speakers and an Echo sub if they have that, and get great sound out of a streaming stick. And the list of services that they have on the Fire TV stick is unmatched at this point. And again, that interface, that little control, it's fantastic, and everyone can use it once it's set up in their home. Now, because you're a smart home person, you probably have some friends that are smart home people as well, and they already have the hubs. Now, I can always recommend the Samsung SmartThings sensors, the motion sensor, the contact sensors, and the leak sensors are all very good. I like their smart plugs, especially the Wi-Fi smart plug from Samsung, and I have had great success with the SmartThings camera as well. So all of those are great options. Oh, and the bulb as well has been excellent from SmartThings. Now, kind of moving to that next level, I've shown the sensitive strips here, and they've actually gone through a bit of an update in terms of their design. Now, that has meant that they're a little easier to install, and the install is very, very clean. It always was with these types of devices, and their battery lasts up to 7 years pretty seamlessly, and they don't disconnect, and they do great in weird situations like inside your freezer. So they are great little sensors, and I think kind of that next level for someone who already has some sensors but maybe wants a cleaner install. I think that's a pretty good list for you to have a look at for your friends and your family. There's some really unique products within there, and there's also some mainstream stuff that you can look at to get that person who's maybe just starting to think about the smart home. Now, if you're looking for devices or things to give to your immediate family, I have a great list here that I did just before this video, and you can go ahead and watch that, or you can watch my recommendations for yourself. If you're really on the hunt here with all the deals, go ahead and look at that video. It's on screen as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and of course, don't hate, automate.